Abdullah Gondal and I, in one of our live streams, spoke to a former jihadi, someone that was indoctrinated or radicalized in these extreme beliefs of jihad. And guess what? He had reformed, he had changed his opinions, he was still Muslim, but somehow he thought he had an Islamic way to get out of it. Now, what's interesting is he called into a show and started arguing with us, telling us that we didn't know what we were talking about and that Islam didn't allow sex with non-Muslim captives. It's a very strange claim because it's right in the Quran and it's in the Hadith all over the place. So we had this interesting conversation with him, which I'm going to share with you now. Let's get into it.
Okay, well, first of all, the Islamic scholars have spoken about this issue of raping slave women and taking them as sex slave, and all this. You understand?
Yes, I understand. Go on.
Okay, in the book of Ibn Qudama, in his book, it is written that the ulama, especially the early ulama, the early scholars of Islam, and especially the scholars of the four madhahib, they have nearly a consensus that a captive woman who is not a Muslim, the Muslims were not allowed to have intercourse with them unless they become Muslim. This is in Al-Mughni. He talks about it.
But the hadith says that they wanted to sleep with the Arab captives of war who were not Muslim.
And they
the hadith, he talks about the hadith. He said this hadith exists, but the ulama has gone against this hadith. You understand?
The Prophet? And
no, they didn't go against the Prophet. They interpreted this hadith. You understand?
Okay.
So they said that this hadith, because these people, it was talking about the battle of Autas. These people were polytheists, they were pagan, you understand? So they said it was nearly ijma of the ulama that a pagan woman, a Muslim, cannot sleep or cannot have intercourse with a captive who is a pagan, you understand?
That seems to go against
a lot of references. I would disagree, because a lot of references and a lot of hadith tell us that Muslims.
No, listen.
But you know, even I have a reference.
The scholars, they knew these hadith, you understand? Yes. And the question I wanted to ask you, I wanted you guys to bring me only one reference that say that either the Prophet or the Muslim slept with slave girls who were non-Muslims. I want that reference from you.
I have one right in front of me.
Right on the.
I don't know if you can.
That were non-Muslims.
Yeah,
that's what it says. Because you can't take Muslim women as captives, right?
It says right here that the companions of Muhammad felt guilty, were reluctant to have relations with the female captives because of the pagan husbands. We're talking about these were married women they captured.
Now, one thing to point out is there was a verse revealed about this, and that's what I need to get to. It's 424. It says, all married women are forbidden unto you, save those captives who your right hand possesses. And this verse was sent down specifically to tell the Muslims that you can continue having sexual intercourse despite these women being married off and their husbands still being alive. So if Allah is saying
this is your interpretation. The scholars, they know this verse and they know these hadith, but they said that the woman, if she's pagan, she has to embrace Islam first. You understand? You know the wife of the Prophet, Juwairiya, she was a pagan.
Okay, yeah.
Can you hear me?
She stayed a pagan.
Go ahead.
No. Here's the
thing. She was a pagan. She was taken captive. You know.
Yeah.
Keep
that with you. I'll show you something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So here we are looking at Tabari. I think it's
no problem.
Yeah. It's talking about Rayhana, right? Yeah, a woman from Banu Amir, and she remained his concubine when he predeceased her. So it's saying that the Prophet offered to marry her and imposed the curtain on her, but she said, rather leave me in your possession as a concubine, for it is easier for me and for you. So he did so. when the Messenger of God
Okay,
took
what
her captive,
what
she
what
told-
are you quoting?
well, I'm trying to say that this lady was a concubine of
quoting
Muhammad, but not a Muslim, and he still had
Which lady?
Rayhana.
Which lady?
Rayhana.
No, I'm not talking about Rehana. I'm talking about Juwairiya.
No, but I'm just giving you an example that it clearly says that
No,
you can
Rehana.
have
First
a
of all, you have to bring me.
non-Muslim.
You have to bring me an authentic hadith that say that Rehana was from the Prophet's slaves. Authentic. Do
Okay,
you
here's
have?
another one. Let me give you one. So here's another one. Okay, Ali, the
Yeah.
prophet,
Tell me first.
Yeah.
Tell me first about the hadith and the authenticity of it.
Yeah, it's Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih. So it says that Ali went
Okay.
to the booty and he had sexual act with a slave girl. And one of the Sahabis complained. And the Prophet said, do you hate Ali? And he says, yes. And the Prophet replied, he deserves even more than that from the Khumlus. So he had sex with a slave girl. That was, it appears non-Muslim because she's still part of the war booty or was captured.
No, you can't. You can't know she wasn't Muslim.
Yeah, let me find the reference from Muhammad having.
Obviously, she's not Muslim. What battles was Ali in? What would the Prophet be sending him to attack Muslims? Like the Prophet didn't send Ali to kill Muslims. Obviously, these are
No,
non-Muslims.
no. Listen, when women were taken captives, they have to give them a da'wah. Some of them became Muslim, and these ones who became Muslim
Okay,
because
so-
they were captives.
So what does it change if she had to be Muslim?
Okay.
How does that
Yeah.
improve the situation of sex slavery? Okay,
Here's
you know-
another hadith.
For Muslims?
No, listen, this is not sex slavery, because I'll tell you something. You were talking about consent or non-consent. When we are talking about Arabs, pagans. You understand?
Okay.
So when a
I
woman
think-
is
I think
a
we'll end it
pagan,
at this.
can I
Yeah.
finish? Can I finish?
Okay. Your last point, and then
Can
we're
I
gonna
finish?
take other calls. Thank you. Mufassal's
Can I
waiting.
finish?
Yes. Make your last point.
Can I finish, please?
Yes.
When a woman is a pagan, then she's a bit among the captives. A Muslim cannot have sex or intercourse with her while she is a pagan. I told you the ulama, most of the ulama, the majority of the ulama have this opinion.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, if she becomes
Thank
Muslim
you for your
by her own choice, that means she took the decision. Let me finish. Let me
Okay.
finish, please. If she become Muslim, that means she took the decision to separate herself from her husband if she was married before.
Okay.
You understand?
This goes against
So
all
because of
all
Islam,
the evidence we know.
yeah.
because of her becoming Muslim, her marriage, herself, she has cancelled the marriage with her husband, her former husband.
Okay.
So
Thank
this
you
is
for
a
your
consent.
opinion.
She knows she's a slave. She knows she's a captive.
Okay. Thank you for your opinion and your points. It's
Thank
much
you so much,
appreciated.
Zubair.
Thank you for joining.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please do join the Patreon. It is most appreciated. Or click join now to join on YouTube. This is your friendly ex-Muslim Abdullah Samir signing out.